Hello, my name is Lauren Gale, and I am the author of Confessions of a Recovering Drama Queen and also a serial dater. Not because I want to be, honestly, someone told me once, dating with a purpose. I'm definitely dating with a purpose and looking for my match, but I'm not gonna settle for someone who's not my match. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. So I know I said the other day that toxic takes two, right? So this is why it's important to look honestly at your relationship, and specifically after a relationship ended, take accountability for what went wrong. Because if you don't take time to reflect, chances are you're going to repeat the same patterns over and over and over again. So with toxic relationship, look, we've all dated people who are different than us, people who exercise maybe abuse, or not to minimize any of that. That is never okay in a relationship. It is never okay to abuse someone, whether mentally, physically, emotionally. Any kind of abuse is not okay in a relationship. However, after a relationship ended and it was specifically a toxic or unhealthy relationship, it is very important to ask yourself, what was my part in it? So sometimes your part in it was, first of all, choosing that person and also accepting that behavior, right? So someone at work told me once, a colleague, whatever you permit, you promote. So what is it about you that chose to stay where a behavior was not acceptable? So a lot of us, I think, tend to see the good in people and think people can change. But when people show you their true self, believe them the first time. People often do not change unless it's more painful not to change than change, and they only change for themselves. They're not going to change for you. So what was it about you that didn't perhaps set boundaries, or set boundaries and didn't stick to them and stayed in an unhealthy environment for you? And how you're going to show up once you are ready and healed in your next relationship differently, right? I think therapy is very helpful, talking to your friends, but therapy in particular, you need to talk to someone who's more objective, right? So ask yourself these questions. It is very easy to play victim, and not to say that there's no victims. Absolutely. There's victims of domestic abuse, and that is horrifying and should never be excused and should never be okay. But you need to ask yourself, what made me, first of all, get into a relationship with someone like that, and that stay in a relationship with someone like that, right? And how am I going to be different next time, and how I'm going to set different boundaries and stick to my boundaries. I think self-worth plays a huge role in that, and also, our childhood, because sometimes if we had an unhealthy childhood, it's very easy to fall into that pattern and choose partners that would treat us less than, because I think we think that if we're going to change those partners, then we're going to heal from our past. So we're setting ourselves up to fail. So show up for yourself, ask yourself serious questions, take time to heal, love yourself, and work on your self-worth and self-esteem. So I hope today and every day you keep yourself safe, you honor yourself first and foremost, then you show up for others, and I hope you choose love. Namaste.